So ring you Christopher Browell today. 69 days, eh?
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762471196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Oh, yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here. Once again, leaving yourself a message regarding any information regarding my brother, Talib Hussein. Today is Monday, the 16th of October, 2023, and the time is around about midday. And it's now been 69 days since you, the authorities, have come to my house and abducted my brother and are providing no information about his whereabouts, health, and well being, or providing me with any kind of information and feedback regarding the legal framework that you've used to abduct my brother. And as you can appreciate, subsequently, I've been leaving yourself a message, I believe, from every day since October, end of August, and you're refusing to engage with me in any kind of meaningful discussion, believing the fact that since you have the ability to buy off the judiciary and the judges and to get any orders that you want in order to continue your contrivance of provide, in order to continue your contrivance that you are simply doing your jobs as professionals. Well, the reality is that you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm holding you to account for your failures, and you're looking to victimize and target me. And I think this behavior of yours, where you are refusing to engage with me, is quite indicative of the truth of the situation. And upon reflection, now it seems quite clear the cat is effectively out of the bag, and it seems quite clear what you've been doing since your initial involvement, and not just your initial involvement, since my brother's abduction 5 years ago, or going further back until my arrest and detention on imprisonment, but going further back, all the way back to July 2012, over 11 years ago, when you initially came back on false pretenses to carry out a welfare check for my brother Talib, when you did not know about what kind of condition he was in for the last 5 years, going back to 2006, or going back until 2006, I believe. So this is a long going, over several decades long issue that continues to go on, and your malevolence of fraud now seems more apparent than ever. That you've taken my brother from my care without any kind of legal framework, simply abducted him by utilizing the police force and are getting them to abuse their position like you've done on so many previous occasions. It now seems quite clear to me that the involvement of the police and the welfare checks in February 2019 were under the same guise as looking to then abduct my mother, whom at the same time you had pursued litigation through the Court of Protections. But I remind yourselves, as the local authority, that you've attempted to remove me as nearest relative in September, October, and November 2018, 5 years ago, and failed miserably after having been incarcerated for the second time on trumped up allegations of not being able to pay the pocket charges. Effectively, you have utilized the laws, the judges, the judiciary, the legal process in order to greatly profit and advantage yourself at the expense of our human suffering, as a result of which both my mother has died, my brother has died. Now you unlawfully holding my brother captive like this. I'm leaving your messages every single day, and your simple stubbornness to refuse to engage clearly highlights your own failures. You're not being open and transparent, and yet you're expecting the people that you serve to adhere to your authority. You're not abiding by any laws. Which laws are you abiding by? Under what legal framework? And how are you lawfully keeping my brother held custody? There are human rights being violations. You can't simply do this. The state can't simply abduct somebody. There's something called habeas corpus, as I'm sure the solicitors will tell you. You can't just abduct people and hold them at ransom, or away from their family. This is my brother's home. He's always lived here since his initial discharge into the community in 2005, and so this is his home that you're now looking to force away and put him into a care home without his involvement, without his consent or permission, so you can dissipate the money that you've unlawfully accumulated. Mr. Browell, I once again urge you, as a representative of the council, to engage with me, write to me, or engage with me, so I know where I stand with this. Quite clearly now, it's quite evident why your senior managers told you never to send me an email. I have no written trail or any written correspondence from you, yet you entertained engaging with me on the telephone, and then subsequently not providing me with disclosure of the times I've called or what notes you've made. You, the local authority, are quite clearly not in a position to do your jobs properly, and you're targeting and victimizing me. You were aware of this case by the local authority, the housing association, from its inception. You know the fact that the housing association contacted you in February 2022, looking to initiate welfare concerns, and you had wrote back to them, at this moment in time we have no concerns regarding Talib. So they initially looked to raise false flag staged events to instigate a welfare concern back in February 2022, and then subsequently use the courts and judges in order to do a welfare check in October 2022, when they were saying that the gas safety engineers.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
So they tried to raise another false flag safeguarding alert in October, saying the gas safety inspectors had come and seen the house in a poor condition. These are all lies. The council and the housing association and the courts and the judges are all working together in order to victimize and target me and my brother. This is not acceptable, Mr.
Sorry, your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So these people were been targeting me for years now, years upon years. It's quite evident from the records that have now released to me that the housing association looked to encourage the council to instigate welfare proceedings back in February 2022, and at that stage, because there were ongoing court of protection proceedings, the local authority did not want to muddy the waters, should I say. So they said that we've got no concerns. Then eventually in May, they bought off the District Judge Beckley in London to railroad a final hearing that I did not even attend, or nobody even was there. It was done judiciously to make the local authority my brother's deputy, which is quite clearly fraudulent. If it was made at the end of May, it was only in August that they had got this order issued out, which was an instrument of fraud. And then they proceeded to work with the housing association, knowing the fact that this court, and in fact worked with the housing association to reinvigorate their claims at the end of June and after the hearing of 5th of July, so that they can once again look to raise some sort of false flag concern in August by getting the housing association to come on board. In parallel, they got my niece Shagufta to come and try to raise a false flag safeguarding alert, but by saying the conditions of the property were poor, whilst at the same time contacting the Department of Work and Pensions looking to stop my money. So effectively from August 2018 to January 2022 until January 2023, we had zero money coming in, absolutely no money coming in, because the local authority was controlling my brother Talib's benefit money and not allowing any money to come into the house, and then subsequently stopping my own benefit money from the DWP, working with the council. And so these were all happening in last year, and effectively culminating in the housing association raising a false flag to the local authority in partnership. And now all of a sudden in August, the local authority and the housing association in partnership have now abducted my brother in order to win this case, and have got the courts and tribunal services and the judges involved in order to railroad an outcome to their advantage. They've known the local authority acting as my brother's deputy have known since the the beginning of the housing association's claim. They could have come as interveners or as interested parties as representing my brother, but they didn't choose to do that previously. And now all of a sudden they've taken unlawful possession of my brother and refusing to engage with me. And as you can see, I'm recording these calls every single day and I'm publicizing them every single day because this is what is happening to us. They are illegally